Man, I tell you, all I did was literally drive a few minutes up the road from my house to do this video. And look, literally just from like a 2-minute drive. I need some black T37s or something, man. This ain't gonna cut it. YouTube, is this thing on? Okay, as we say, another new week, another new video, another new topic to talk about. Now this week, this video is kind of difficult. Okay, only reason why is because anybody that knows me knows that I love my 90s Civic. But for this video, I thought to myself and I said, you know what? I want to get into the mind of, even though I have the car and I love the car dearly, if I didn't have the car, now that I've owned one, what are some reasons why, if I had the opportunity again, I might not buy one? And that's a hard video for me because I just love so much things about the car. But as I sat there and I thought about it, there are some reasons why, if I had to do all over again, I might be on the fence about buying one. So today, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I would not buy this car again. And just for a bonus, I'm going to give you one extra reason why I wouldn't buy it. So brace yourselves, get your drink of your choice and your snack or your food or whatever and sit down and go through this with me while I give you 5 reasons plus a bonus reason why I might not buy this car if I had to do all over again and I didn't have it. Okay, so let's start with number 1. And this is a big one. If you're out looking for one of these cars and you come across one that a younger person is selling, I definitely might hesitate buying it because of the fear of it being beat on. Now, what I mean by that is, if you go to purchase one of these and it's from someone younger, I mean, it could be somebody older as well, but specifically more so the younger crowd, it might have been beat on. Everyone knows that Fast and Furious had everybody that owned a 90 Civic or an Integra feeling like Hector or Paul Walker, okay? People were swapping these things, and I mean just beating on them, dropping the clutch, doing donuts, and like I said, if it's a manual, I definitely might hesitate because, I mean, it's just no secret that people love to beat on them. And the last thing you want is to buy one. Now, keep in mind, maintenance on these cars isn't bad and fixing stuff on these cars isn't bad. But just for the simple fact of you trying to have a clean car, and I mean, I know for a fact, I'm not the only one that have seen these cars riding around looking just beat up. Because the reality of it is, people do tend to beat on them. So if I was purchasing from a younger person, I probably would hesitate, especially, again, if it was a manual, to purchase it. Number 2, and this is a big one for me. I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to this car. I'm not lying to you. Dents and dings. I don't know what it is about the metal on this car or these 90s cars in general, but it seems like if I just look at this car the wrong way, some sort of little ding or dent is bound to pop up. And I don't mean dent like a big dent, where you need like body work. I mean just enough of a small ding where, thank goodness, I have 2 different paintless dent guys, paintless dent removal, guys, on call that as soon as I make a phone call, they're ready to help me because they know with my OCD, the least little ding I see, I'm going to be calling them saying, hey, I need y'all to fit me in and get me an appointment so I can get this ding taken out. But I'm telling you, it's times where I'll wake up and I'll be wiping the car, and I promise you, I'll see some new ding pop up just out of nowhere, and it drives me crazy. So the way these things can ding so easily, like I said, it's definitely not good for my OCD. Number 3. And this is a big one. These cars are easily stolen. At one point, this car was like the number one stolen car. If you know, you know, okay? There's certain, ways that it's very easy to steal these. Now, of course, I'm not about to sit here and give it, any type of energy and telling how they do it. But trust me when I tell you, these cars are very, very easy to steal, okay? And I've heard horror stories before. Literally, like, people going to car shows with their car, and it'd be like a night show or a night car meet, and they get followed home. The person see where they live and come back, and they steal the car. And like I said again, if you know, you know. These cars are not that hard to steal. All you got to do is, know what you're doing, okay? And you can get it done very easily. So I caution you, if you're going to buy one of these cars, do the necessary things you need to do to protect something that you put your blood, sweat, and tears and money into. Meaning, if you got easily buy the removable steering wheel, okay? Don't just buy the removable steering wheel and stop there. Buy the lock that you can put on it too. If you gotta, put a kill switch in the car, do that. Alarm the car. Whatever you need to do to try to prevent that thief from taking away something that you just have so much pride in, I caution you. Let that be the first thing you do before you go out here and put an intake and exhaust and everything like that on the car. Protect the car first, because they are easily stolen. Number 4, and this is a big one as well, and all my Civic owners, Integra owners, whether it's an EG, EK, Accord, all these 90s cars suffer from it, okay? And that's rust. If you do not take care of these cars, there are some common spots that I've touched on before in a previous video where this car will rust out. If you don't know, in this area here, around the wheel well, is a common spot. Up here on these tracks, anywhere along the moldings, are places that this car can commonly just rust out. All it takes is a little bit of neglect for a short period of time, and you'll start to see your paint bubble, and then before you know it, you got an issue with rust. I've even seen rust, like even down here in this area where the door edge is. Anywhere where water can get trapped. That's why, again, like I told you, when I'm cleaning my car, I don't hesitate to take an air gun, pause, and blow in the cracks and crevices of the car to just get all that water out. So nothing's sitting there. Even I'll take the gun again and go down in here so that no water is sitting anywhere to create rust, because it is a common problem on these cars if you don't take care of it. Number 5, and all my enthusiasts know about this one. Now, again, we have ways to prevent some of these things or a lot of these things from happening, but I'm just telling you common reasons why I might not buy it, like fresh out the gate, without doing anything to prevent or to stop or to cure these problems that I'm mentioning now. Now, number 5, again, this is a common problem that I know a lot of Civic owners are going to know what I'm talking about. And it's right here. You get this sag where the bumper lines up with the fender, okay? Now, mine's not that bad. But in time, for some reason, there's like a clip hole on the top of the bumper that, the fender sits inside. And for some reason, that part of it seems to just wear thin, and it cracks and breaks, and then it sags. Now, for my older gentlemen, y'all know, back in the day, twisty ties was like our best friend. We would take twisty ties and kind of, straighten the problem out. And then y'all remember when they came out with those things? Now, I don't remember what they're called, but literally it was like you would put one here and one here, and there was like a rubber plastic string that you just wrapped around and attached, and it would kind of pull it tighter. And then if it still wasn't tight enough to you, you could crisscross the string and then wrap it around, and it would give you an even tighter lock, to help draw that gap in. All my old heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. I know I'm not the only one. But if you didn't, before we had those, like I said, twisty ties was our best friend as far as taking care of that, gap between the fender and the bumper. Number 6, and this is for, again, anybody that likes to have like the extra creature features and, just little odds and ends and amenities that make the car enjoyable to drive. Now, you can get around this if you have like an EX or something to that nature. But for you CX and DX owners like myself, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this car just did not come with a lot of creature features, okay? And what I mean by that is when you get this car stock, depending on which model you get, now mine, I've done some things to it to fix these problems, but I'm saying if you just buy the car, like I said again, fresh out the gate without doing no type of upgrades. When you get the car, a lot of times, they don't even have a tachometer. When I bought this car, before I got the SIR cluster, it didn't even have a tachometer, okay? Even still, it didn't have a CD player or even a tape deck. It was literally just a radio. That's all it had. And then on top of that, something like, as a novelty as such as just an armrest, okay? Now, I knew I wanted to have the Honda Access sliding armrest. But when I bought this car, it didn't even have, the function to have an armrest. It had what's called an armrest delete. So imagine just this flat piece going up the middle that you couldn't rest your arm on or anything. It literally had no type of armrest. So I had to take this piece from the EX and put in here and then add this sliding armrest from Honda Access on top of it. So between, no armrest, no radio, no CD player, no tape deck. Literally, all you could play was just the stereo. You had to set the stations. No tachometer, wind up windows, as you can see. If you're looking for that car with a bunch of, like I said, amenities and stuff like that to pleasure your ride, this ain't the car for you. Now, like I said, if you get like the EX or something to that nature, then this rule does not apply. But for the base model and the CX and DX, which is typically what people like to go for the simple fact that a lot of people use these cars for racing, okay? And you typically want the lighter version to be able to do that. So the CX and DX fit that mold of, being the lighter versions. You're not getting a lot of creature features. You're just not. Okay. So me being who I am, I just gave you 6 reasons why, as much as I love this car, if I had to do all over, I might not buy this car. Now, I'm no genius or, no guru or anything like that. So if you think of a reason why you own one, but you might not would buy one again if you had to do it all over again, drop your opinion down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say as well. Pay attention to the things I went over because, like I said, the last thing you want is the problems with rust, especially, someone stealing your car, because I'm telling you, man, the type of money and just time and effort and pride you put into these cars, for you to come outside one day and somebody done stole your car, that type of stuff will have you punch in the air. So I challenge you to please, if you do decide to buy one of these, do the necessary things to protect it, any type of upgrades to make it more of a fun car and stuff like that. Because it's really not working with much just straight out the factory the way it comes. But you can take these cars and make them something to look at and make them an enjoyable ride. But you know, right out the box, shall we say, like it's like a Matchbox toy or a Hot Wheel, they're fun to drive. But you just got to make it more your own and build it your way. And don't worry about what somebody has to say. Do it your way. Keep it simple. Keep it humble. And more importantly, just keep it you. All right? I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. I forgot to mention something. Let me let y'all know that, remember earlier we were talking about that sag right here that tends to happen? There's a great product out now where, you know, we don't have to use twisty ties or that thing I spoke on earlier where you put one here and put this, you know, the little rubber band thing around it. We don't have to do that no more. There's a great product out now called the Mac Lift Kit. I have it. If you purchase that, you can install that, you know, on your bumper and on your fender. It comes with instructions telling you, you know, how to put it on. And it takes care of that fender gap and it looks good. You don't have to see anything on the outside letting people know you have it. It's a truly great product. I definitely recommend it, all right? See y'all next week. I'm out of here.